Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And from the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
They go play action now. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. He'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And running with power here.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Then you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. Jackson now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful?
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run it again with Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
To throw is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Henry up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
11.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down. Here's Jackson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here is 3rd and 5.
No, we changed it.
Again, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in. Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He's got it complete to Aguilar. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar as time expires in the first half.
And the Ravens have tied the game with a chance to go in front on the final play of this first half.
A final shot before break. Jackson. And this is caught. So how about that? They get the 2. Not sure why they went for it, but they do have the lead now here on the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll set up a throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down.
11 mighty.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 43 yards.
And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. McPherson on for the point after.
He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No, we changed it. Shut up.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down carry for Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go, first and goal.
Hey, report.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. This is first and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
11.
Here's Burrow.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Here's second down. To throw, Burrow. That one caught by all, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got to change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what